Entonces, eso significa que tienen los temas que vamos a ver durante el parcial. Vimos el tema 2.1, que se refiere a, que se refiere a el uso de was. Bueno, ay, niños, háblenme, por favor, porque ni les veo ni lo digo.
Ah, sí, profe, creo que sí hicimos el separador.
Ok, gracias. Les digo que cámara, por favor, un momento, pero es imposible que nadie me escucha.
Se sigue escuchando cortante, profa.
Profe, se le volvió a escuchar así, cortado.
Vamos a buscar este cal. Ok, voy a usar el cal para no tener la comunicación. ¿Eh? Bien.
Ok, maestra.
Ok. acostumbrarnos al sonido.
I have from English. Now, these words very common words that are often used and used by means not often interchangeable. But to know and use it, fusions that you always use in the future. Go through the meaning, the general to the to make keep is going to be equivalent. Subscriber there. Also use the tool to slow down speed in case too quickly for you. You can control that right. First thing is and any plural.
Ups, a ver, no sé qué pasó aquí. Déjenme checo. A ver qué está pasando. ¿Vale?
Profesor,
Yo creo que sí, algo anda
puede ser
fallando.
su internet.
Ok,
Sí,
miren,
porque
¿saben
de
qué?
hecho no le podemos ver y cuando usted habla no se escucha bien.
Ok,
Sí, no le podemos entender.
les paso el link. Otro momento. ¿Ah? ¿Sí? Ustedes ven el video en otro momento. Lo voy a intentar una vez más. Ok.
I have some there from now these words have been English words that are on English learners. They have very similar meanings, not often interchangeable. So it's important to know which word to use. In this video, clear of making those mistakes in the future. We'll go through of some many uses and the exceptions to the rule. So make sure you keep paying attention throughout out the subscriber yet, then click on. You can also use the tools to slow cadence too quickly. You can control that right. The first thing you need to know is plural and pronouns. But to talk about a number or a of something, don't actually know exactly how much or how that thing we want. So I need some bread. Saying I need to buy an amount of bread and being
Solo tomen captura de pantalla. No me escuchan bien tampoco, ¿verdad?
No, ahorita se
les-
Siempre
escucha
me
bien,
escuchan
profe.
entrecortados. Ah, ok. Más o menos, dice. Y ha de ser entre que mi internet y el de ustedes, pues, dice aquí. Ah, ok, está bien que lo grabes, Ramón, gracias. Dice acá, diferencias de uso. Ambos tienen el significado de algo o algún. De izquierdo tenemos son y del lado derecho tenemos. ¿Qué pasó, Ian? ¿Alguien transmite el video? Pues doy lo que quiero que tengan en su libreta y ya después ustedes pueden ver el video, no hay problema. Sí, es una opción, Ian. Gracias. Si nos queda tiempo, le digo a alguien que lo proyecte, ¿vale? Ah, bueno, entonces les decía, son se va a usar siempre en oraciones afirmativas. Lo vamos a emplear en oraciones interrogativas también, pero cuando se ofrece afirmativa, ¿ok? Por ejemplo, would you like some coffee? ¿Quieres café? Y entonces ahí es una pregunta y estoy poniendo que me van a contestar yes, y entonces uso some. Y ahí tienen unos ejemplos abajo. I need some sugar. Pues ahí estoy usando some. Puedo usar entonces some en oraciones afirmativas y en oraciones interrogativas. ¿Okay? Luego, any lo en oraciones negativas. Vamos a utilizar en oraciones interrogativas la respuesta. Lo podemos usar para singulares plurales también. Por ejemplo, there are pencils on the desk. ¿Ok? No hay lápices. Por ejemplo, have you got any? Aquí la primera oración es negativa y la segunda oración es interrogativa. ¿Ok? Entonces vemos que ambas palabras las podemos usar en interrogativa. Ambas palabras se pueden usar en interrogativa. Pero usa también para afirmativas. Any para interrogativa. ¿Ok? Podemos poner ahora sí me escuchan. ¿Ya? ¿Ahora sí? ¿Ahora sí me escuchan?
Ya.
Se sigue escuchando
Bien.
otra
Ok. Sí. Entonces, es importante que tengamos ese cuadrito en la libreta. ¿De acuerdo? Bien, vamos a ver ahorita otros ejemplos. Voy a dejar de compartir el libro y le diré a Alessandra. ¿Estás aquí, Alessandra? ¿Dónde andas? ¿Está aquí Alessandra?
Aquí estoy maestra, pero no es Alessandra, es Alesa.
Alesa, perdón. Alesa, hazme un favor, Alesa. ¿Sí puedes compartir el link para que lo veamos?
¿El
¿Sí me
video?
escuchaste?
¿El video quiere que comparta?
Ajá, ¿lo puedes compartir para que lo... Por favor, sí.
Tendría que conectarme con mi computadora porque estoy en el celular.
Ok. ¿Alguien?
O alguien que tenga ahí la computadora ya en mano que no nos comparta pantalla. Alguien que
por favor.
pueda rápido.
Do you have any questions about when to use some and any? I have some helpful tips for you today. Hey there, I'm Emma from English. Now, these two words, they're very common English words that are often confused and misused by English learners. And although they seem to have very similar meanings, they're not often interchangeable. So it's important to know which word to use and when to use it. In this video, I'm going to clear up some of that confusion so that you can avoid making those mistakes in the future. We'll go through the meaning of some and any, the general uses, and some of the exceptions to the rules. So make sure you keep paying attention throughout the video. There's going to be a quiz at the end. Now, if you're not a subscriber yet, then click that button just down there and become one. You can also use the tools down there to slow down the video speed in case I'm speaking a little too quickly for you. You can control that right down there. The first thing you need to know is that we use some and any before plural and uncountable nouns. And we do it to talk about a certain number or amount of something when we don't actually know exactly how much or how many of that thing we want. So I need to buy some bread. I'm saying that I need to buy an amount of bread, but I'm not being specific. I'm not saying exactly what number or amount I need. Is there any pasta left? Now, again, we want to know if there's pasta left, but I don't really care about the specific amount. I just want to know if there is an amount. Now, because some and any are both used in quite similar situations, it's often difficult to know which one you should use, right? So we're going to go over the general grammar rules to help you decide which one to use, but definitely stick around until the end of this lesson. There are some exceptions to these rules that you need to know. And I'll get to those in a little bit. But later on, I've also got a quiz that's going to help you to test what you've learned in this lesson. So as a general rule, we use some with positive or affirmative sentences. I left some soap for you in the kitchen. Please treat us with some respect. He said he would get the cat some food from the shop. Now we use any with negative sentences and questions, okay? Did you leave any soap for me? Do you have any respect for us? Did you get the cat any food from the shop? So that's pretty simple, right? There are some clear rules there. But like many things in English, there are several exceptions to this rule as well. Now, this is where the fun starts. All right, take a look at this question. Can you pick up some coffee on your way home? We use some. And it's a question. Now, this is an exception. We use some in questions when you're pretty sure that the answer will be yes. I'm asking you to pick up coffee because I know there's a high probability or a strong chance that you'll say yes, that you will buy the coffee. Now, often questions that we are expecting the answer to be yes are offers or requests, okay? Would you like some milk in your coffee? All right, I'm being polite. I'm asking you, but I know that you probably want milk in your coffee. Now, if I said, would you like any milk in your coffee? I'm asking because I actually don't really know if you have milk in your coffee or not. Do you need me to lend you some money? Now, I already know that you need money and I'm expecting you to say yes. But if I said, do you need me to lend you any money? I'm asking because honestly, I don't really know the answer. Now, this isn't the only exception, okay? We have a couple more important ones to get through, but that one is an important one to remember. All right, so that was a very subtle difference. Now let's move on to the second exception. Before I said that any is used in negative sentences and not positive ones, right? You remember? But you can use any in an affirmative sentence or a positive sentence if the sentence has a negative feeling. Now, positive sentences that include negative feelings usually have words like hardly, never, rarely, and without in them. It's silly to go traveling without any money in the bank. Now, this sentence is a positive structure, but we're talking about the lack of money, which is a negative feeling or a negative idea. That's what we're talking about. He hardly has any hair left. Now, there's one last situation where any can be used in an affirmative sentence. Now, this is a special exception because it's also the only time that you might see any or some being used with a singular countable noun. That's a general rule that we're breaking here. We can use any in an affirmative sentence and commonly with a singular countable noun as a way to say it doesn't matter which one, all right? You can take any road going south. It doesn't matter which road you take, it's not important. You can take any of them. Grab any shirt that you want. It's not important which shirt you take. You can have whichever one you want. You can fly with any company. It doesn't matter which one. Now that we've been through some examples, you really shouldn't have any problem with this little quiz now, okay? Let's do the first one together. All you need to do is choose the correct word, any or some. Do you have kids? Could be either, but let's go with any because any is used in a question, especially one that you don't know the answer to, and usually you're asking because you don't know. Now, if I was asking someone who I thought had kids, then I'd probably use a question tag and I'd say, you have some kids, don't you? Next one. Can I offer you more dessert? Now let's imagine that the person we're asking is a huge fan of dessert and always wants more. Right? So we probably can assume that the answer will be yes, and it's an offer. So some is the correct answer here. You can take apple from the basket. Now this is a singular countable noun here. It's a clue. So it would have to be any. I don't have need for that. Any or some? You got it. It's any, right? Because any is used in negative sentences. Now for the last one, let's go with I hardly have time to read books. Now, even though this is an affirmative sentence, we're using hardly, which gives us a negative feeling, right? So we would use any. So how did you go? Did you get any of them wrong? Tell me in the comments below if you did, and let me know if you've got any questions about them. Try to write some example sentences of your own so that I can come down and check them out. The English language is full of confusing word pairs, just like these ones, that are very similar in meaning, but they're not exactly the same. And I've got a whole playlist of those lessons right here. So if you want to keep going with these types of lessons, you can go check that one out. And if you've got a specific pair of words that are particularly confusing for you, then let me know in the comments below. I'll try and make a lesson about it really soon. But for now, let's go check out this lesson together.
El vídeo, pues ya se he explicado que la tablita que les di. Bueno, vean ahora las preguntas. Any questions? No questions? Chicos, preguntas, por favor. ¿Hay preguntas?
No.
Ok, todo está súper entendidísimo. Es que yo soy bien con eso. Ok. Vamos entonces a hacer unas quititas aquí en el chat. practiquemos. Ya después, en el Classroom les voy a dejar otros enlaces para que puedan hacer prácticas, echar los ejercicios que tienen. ¿Ok? Voy a escribir siempre al final de las... Perdón. Pero, no te preocupes, Vladimir. Vamos a hacer los ejercicios. Aquí en el chat los voy a poner. Ok, completamos con any. La 2 es spend. En lugar de spend, es spend. Y es como una práctica que quede como ejemplos. Ok, estoy checando respuestas. Ok, ¿quién más? Le vamos a dar chance a los que faltan. Ok, 2 minutitos más. Nos está agotando el tiempo. El más no, pueden poner sus respuestas aquí en el chat, chicos. Ok, bien. Ahí está. En la número 1 dice, do you, y entonces ahí una pregunta. Es una pregunta, no sé si la respuesta va a ser sí. Entonces lo que va es any. Do you have any question? En el número 2 es una negación y por lo tanto es una negativa. Utilizo any. I don't have any money to spend. Number 3. We have ice cream in the fridge. Es una oración afirmativa. Es una affirmative sentence in positives. So we have ice cream. So number 3 is some. 4. We have negative sentence. I didn't see. So the answer is any. Number 4 is any. I didn't see any phone on your desk. Number 5 is question. Would you like? And I suppose that the answer is going to be yes. So, would you like some sugar? If I suppose, then the answer is going to be negative, or I don't know what is going to be the answer. So I would ask, would you like any sugar? Okay. Cuando sé la respuesta, porque normalmente me dice la persona que sí, entonces puedo usar some. Would you like some sugar? Entonces, si no sé la respuesta porque nunca he tomado té o un té, te puedo preguntar, would you like any sugar? Porque no sé la respuesta. Cuando sé la respuesta, aunque se pregunta, o sea, en puedo usar o puedo usar. Cuando da igual, que, porque tiene que ser una de dos, puedo decir any. Con el ejemplo que viene en el video, ya después pueden checar más el video. Por tanto, entonces, las respuestas para la 1, any, para la 2, any, 3, some, para 4, para la 5 puede ser any o puede. ¿Okay? Ahora sí, queda más clarito. Pregúntenos. Todo perfecto, ¿no? Hola. Hello.
Todo bien, maestra.
Dejen eso aquí, por favor. Ok. Bien, entonces, pues no sé si tengan alguna duda, algún comentario. ¿Todo bien?
Todo bien, profa, todo bien.
Bueno. Bien, entonces estamos en tiempo y en forma. Les voy a pedir que por favor abran un momento para que yo pueda pasar lista, yo les vea, les salude y concluimos, ¿vale? Voy a pasar lista. Say present or here when you listen to name. Dakota Castillo Luz.
Present.
Thank you por volver tu cámara, te lo voy a agradecer. Aquí está Amer.
Present.
Gracias, Amer. Brenda Cántara.
Present.
Gracias, Brenda. Alcocer, perdón, Antonio Angris Alcocer.
Present.
Aquí. Karim Arriaga.
Present.
Karim, ¿puedes abrir tu cámara? Ana Betancourt. Gracias. Gracias, gracias. Carlota Briceño.
Present.
Gracias, Carlota. Si pudiera abrir tu cámara, te lo voy a agradecer. Diego Canto.
Present. Present.
Gracias, Diego. Daniel Canul Moreno.
Present.
Gracias, Daniel. Manuel Alejandro Chablé.
Present.
Gracias, Sandro. Aleta Colorado Lagos.
Present.
Gracias. Rafael Jonathan.
Present.
Ok, gracias. Irma Díaz Pech.
Present.
Gracias, Irma. Daina Díaz. Daina.
Present.
Gracias. Adelante, David. Ernesto.
Present.
Gracias. Kenia Escamilla, perdón. Sí, Escamilla.
Present.
Gracias. Fernanda Fernández Sores.
Present.
Thank you. Problema Gutiérrez.
Present.
¿Puedes abrir tu cámara? Por favor, un momento. Gracias. Cristian García. Sí.
Present.
González Q. ¿Anda ahí? González Q.
Present. Present.
Diego Hernández. Diego, ¿estás? Llegó. Está bien. Carlos Mario. Casi.
Here.
¿Qué es eso?
Que present, pero no tengo cámara, profa.
Ujú. ¿Y Caro?
¡Helicóptero! ¡Objetivo! ¡Justo delante!
Juárez.
Present.
Abrir. Armando Lero. Armando Lázaro.
Presente.
Víctor López Rodríguez. Víctor. Diego Mijail Monfil.
Present.
¿Dónde andas? Ángel Ricardo
Present.
Ok, gracias. Vladimir May. Vladimir creo que se desconectó por mal
Sí,
su
se le fue la
conexión.
conexión.
Ok, dile que ya le puse su asistencia. Muchas gracias por su conexión. Hilberto Melgarejo. ¿Dónde anda Hilberto?
Present, profa.
Raimundo Mena. ¿Dónde andas, Ray?
Profa, creo que también tiene problemas
¿No?
con internet. Hicieron hace rato.
Ok. Andaba un ratito. Ramón Martín. Ramón. Eric Alejandro
Presente.
Carlos Montero Fafá. Carlos Montero Navarrete.
Present.
Miranda Julián. Julián. Edgar
¿Quién?
Flores. Edgar.
Present. Present, profa.
A ver, si no le- Ok, gracias. Rafael Ramos.
Presente.
Rafael.
Presente.
Luis Enrique Raz. Luis Enrique.
Presente, profa. Present.
Ok, gracias. Emily Romero Román.
Present.